So what is Operation Santa? The opportunity of a lifetime, 4 years in the waiting, the biggest stage of football there's ever been. We not only will be taking on this challenge, we'll be taking on this challenge in All-Star Rare Pro, the biggest step up ever seen on the channel. I hear you asking, how can you do it? How can you do it on your budget, a limited budget that has grown? Well, let me show you. For those that have been following the journey, Remco Pasveer sold, profit. Alvaro Valles sold, profit. Eric Bottega sold, profit. Alexander Sobolov sold, profit. They're all gone. We're building bigger, we're building better than ever. The FIFA World Cup. Global fantasy football at its finest. £4,000 in the bank and more to come. Let's see how I can do it. See, the problem is, Mbappe, £12,000 in rare. Messi, £9,000. Jude Bellingham and Courtois, £5,000. I haven't even got enough to be able to afford one. And this is where it requires methodical planning to get through, to pinpoint weaknesses in the opposition. But when you have an opportunity like this, you need to target the opposition when they're at their weakest. When you have Messi, when you have Neymar, when you have Mbappe all in lineups, you need a side door. And that side door, of course, is La Liga 2. No one will be expecting Jonathan Vieira to come in with his crew and to clean out All-Star Rare Pro. But that's where we catch them. We have this matrix of what fixtures are favourable, when we should be playing them, which players we can pick up now at a discount to target those weeks and to take advantage of the opposition when they're not expecting it. Yeah. Didn't really see this one coming. If you don't know, they've just changed the game week for the first time ever. Possibly leaving out all these fixtures. Like with all plans, there will be bumps in the road. So now we have the news that some games in La Liga Smartbank will not be covered. But that's okay, because I had one more trick up my sleeve. Boom! The Premier League is coming to So Rare! So what happens now? If we need to deliver by Christmas, we have to go back to what we know. We have to revert back. When it was so unexpected, it now becomes expected. The limited whale returns. Some of the best cards in the game. Leading the line, the GOAT, Lionel Messi of Argentina. The last dance, his one last opportunity to claim the gold that is the World Cup, paired with the Ballon d'Or winner, Karim Benzema. Leading the line for France. What a team they've put together. Sitting in behind, we have the man that controls the whole game. Joshua Kimmich of Germany, one of the best scorers on the platform. Nay, maybe the best scorer on the platform. In defence, what a defensive stack we have. A team expected to go very deep into the competition. Marquinhos and Alisson. We are not here to take part. We are here to take over. Because of top of that absolute monster squad, we have the up and coming best players in the world in the under-23 lineups. At the back for France, Jules Koundé sitting in a back three, making those easy passes, putting in massive tackles, keeping that France team alive. Paired with Aurélien Tchouameni, he's absolutely everywhere for Madrid. He'll be everywhere in this World Cup. But that's not all. We pair him with his rival, the golden boy, Pedri for Spain, controlling it, making passes, making runs, assisting, leading that Spanish football we love to see. And then leading the line, of course, we have a player very close to my heart. My tip to be the best young player at the FIFA World Cup this year, of course, it is Vinicius Junior. He brings pace, he brings dribbling, he brings skills, everything they need, partnering up with Neymar, with a team that can go very deep into the competition. He will be El Capitano, Vinicius Junior. Everything you want in a player, this is who will be leading us out. And you thought that was it. You thought that was it, didn't you? But of course, Jonathan Viera and the boys of La Liga Smartbank are still there to take on All-Star Rare Pro. We're fighting from the bottom. We're coming for those whales. Jonathan Viera, of course, the main man, controlling, assisting, scoring, doing everything for Las Palmas, will partner up with an offensive stack, the Granada boys, Azuni and Callahan. And in defence, a defensive stack you might not expect. Real Oviedo, a new manager taken up to shore up the defence. We have Nadal and Oviedo. And then we have the super rares. Just to top it off, we have Vitolo linking up with, of course, Jonathan Viera and leading the line, coming in off the left wing, Luis Rioja. What a player. That is how we are going to be delivering by Christmas. Let me know what you think of the teams, because I am ecstatic. Because not only do we have the World Cup, we have the leagues leading up to that World Cup where we can take on the world. And if you want to see the teams that will be leading the lines this week, take a look at this. Now, before we get into these teams, if you've enjoyed this video, please like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And if you have no idea what Sorare is, use the link in the description to sign up. And stay to the end of the video because it might just be worth your time. Let's get into the team. So starting with All-Star Limited, taking on everyone. We've got Benzema, Alaba, Pellegrini, Pedri and Tani. In behind, we've got a threshold grinding team trying to pick up that little bit of ETH. La Liga 2 mixed with Celtic. Will they all play? Who knows? But let's hope we can pick up a threshold. The Challenger Europe team. A defensive stack from Celtic, hopefully keeping that clean sheet finally, and then Benfica in attack. We need 4 or 5 goals and we can take home first place, getting on that podium. Champion Europe, probably the most excited we've ever been for a Champion Europe lineup. We've got a defensive stack from Liverpool. Hopefully they can keep Leeds out and Leeds keep up their awful form. Kimmich, captain in the midfield. If he gets another assist, that is just 100 capable. So we've got him as the captain, then leading the line. Of course, the Real Madrid stack, Benzema, Vinicius Junior. Hopefully they absolutely wipe away Girona. 4-5-0, lots of decisives between them. The underdog 45, the underperformers, or at least that's what they think. Giakoumakis, Moy, Hitate, hopefully all starting for sale and going to put up some incredible scores. And Alexander Cockring slotting in from Hearts just to shore up and add some extra points to that team. Second Division Europe, tough fixtures for the team, so we've not put them in pro, but Jonathan Viera as captain leads anything, 100 capable every single week. Specialist Limited, the best returning division. Can we get one of those star rare cards doing the impossible? We need Messi to show up, we need Mikey Johnson to show up, Orlin Shemani, Marquinhos and Bono. Will they play? Will we be able to have those under 40s show up and put us in contention? The 23, some of the best youngsters in the game right now. Donnarumma, Guindo, Koundé, Enzo Fernandez, and captain, new signing, maybe just for this game week, Jesper Karlsson, playing bottom of the league. A hat-trick would be lovely. How about it? And then finally, to conclude the last team, the underdogs, Hakimi, Camavinga, Kyogo, and Dembele. Of course, Camavinga and Kyogo are doubts for the game because of rotation, but we believe in them. Even off the bench, we think they can put up scores. Let me know what you think of these teams. And it's important to note, if I deliver before Christmas, then of course I'll be delivering to you guys. If you've watched the channel before, you know it's always smart to comment on videos. It's always smart to comment on this video, maybe future videos. I hope you like this content. It's something slightly different. If you haven't seen the last video, I'd suggest going and checking that out. It is one of my best videos, most informative videos on informing people whether they should buy a new season or old season cards. Beyond that, hit subscribe. I hope you like this video, and yeah, all the best to you. Cheers. We're taking on the World Cup, come on!